there was an organization, a coalition of conservative groups that were lobbying in the Texas legislature here in Austin to try to change the law so that people who are caught with small amounts of marijuana, I know small in the north might be an eighth of an ounce, small in Texas is a couple ounces. People who are caught with a couple ounces of marijuana or who are busted for other misdemeanors, we were trying to fund this movement to try to change the laws in Texas so that the police would no longer have to arrest you for that marijuana and that they could in fact give you a ticket instead, just like a speeding ticket. That law passed this spring. So people who are unfortunate enough to run into the police if they have an ounce or two of marijuana are now not in jeopardy, as much jeopardy of getting arrested and taken down to the station as they were at the beginning of this legislative session. So I think that's something that we can all celebrate here in Texas. And there are victories across the country. I'm just going to rattle off a few. If you happen to be from one of the states I list off, you should scream at the top of your lungs. So over the last 12 years, the marijuana policy reform movement and my organization, the Marijuana Policy Project, has helped in this. We've legalized medical marijuana in 12 states in 12 years as a movement. And we're going to take it to the next level. Our legislation in New York State. Anyone from New York here? Yeah. Couple? I can't believe it. A couple? Our medical marijuana bill in New York is getting close to passing in Albany. If I had to bet money, and I am betting money, I think it's going to pass in the next couple months. New York State might become the 13th state where medical marijuana is legal. Furthermore, my organization, the Marijuana Policy Project, is putting initiatives on the ballot in Arizona and Michigan. And these two questions are going to be on the ballot in November of next year. That's just a little bit more than a year from now. If we pass those two initiatives, and I think we will, because the polling shows that we're looking real good, those states could be the 14th and the 15th states to legalize medical marijuana. Now let's talk about the broader issue, the non-medical uses of marijuana. We split our time 50-50 between the two. We're launching a campaign in just a couple weeks in Massachusetts. Is there anyone here from Massachusetts? A few. A gaggle. We are launching an initiative in Massachusetts that if someone is caught with under an ounce of marijuana for any use, medical, recreational, spiritual, otherwise, confused reasons, the police will no longer be allowed to arrest you and put you in jail. In Massachusetts, if this initiative passes, you will be given a ticket, like a speeding ticket, and you can pay that through the mail, just like you would a speeding ticket. No arrest, no jail, no lawyers, no courtroom. And just one more thing about the progress we're making across the country. In Congress, every summer there's a vote on medical marijuana legislation that a whole host of organizations participate in to try to pass. Every year it's inched up a bit. The vote that just occurred a couple weeks ago didn't go as well as we hoped, but we still set a new record. So on the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives, 165 members of the House voted to forbid the Justice Department and the DEA from spending your money, taxpayer money, to go after medical marijuana patients in the states where it's legal. We lost the vote, but our vote's getting higher every year. We only need 218 votes to pass. We got 165 votes. We're getting closer and closer every year. I predict that within 3 years, we're going to be able to move the legislation all the way through Congress so that the feds leave the states alone if they choose to legalize medical marijuana.